Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get that free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. They've got over 180,000 different titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Check them out and check this out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach.
And I'm Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, you sound a little bit newer, bud.
I sound new?
Yeah, you sound newer. Well, you got new sound. You got a new angle I'm looking at you from.
I'm definitely at a new angle. I am sitting in Frozen Tundra Studio C, and it's just been ransacked.
Frozen Tundra Studio C has been ransacked?
Yep. My iMac is just gone. All my monitors are just angrily disconnected and shuffled about, cables everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what happened with the iMac?
So to go into just to paint a picture of how frustrating I've a time I've had with technology. My iMac, my PC, and my phone have all shat the bed in the last month.
No way.
Yes.
Your PC too?
Yes.
Wow, you just got that thing.
Yeah, it's a year and a half, 2 years old.
Still.
Yeah. It should be running better. I made the horrible and lazy decision, which I will never repeat, of buying a prepackaged computer. It's just, there's so much bloat on it, and it was a potato. So
yeah.
I did a factory reset and just been figuring out that. Upgraded the RAM. And then my iMac, I don't know, one day just didn't turn on. I came down here to actually update it because you were giving me shit for months to update it.
Yeah.
And then I came down to update it, and I hit the button and it didn't turn on. I was like, oh, that's weird. Okay. So then I held it and didn't turn on. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then I thought about pulling it apart, and then I kind of looked up what it could be, they're kind of a bitch to take apart.
Oh yeah, it's all enclosed. That's the way Apple makes all their stuff. It's
you have to cut this foam barrier that holds the screen and use suction cups, which I have.
Sure.
But it's just a pain in the ass, and I know Apple does a free diagnostic, so I was like, well, why not? I'll just bring it to them and see what they say. So make the Apple appointment, bring it in, tell him what it's going through, and he's like, okay, well, can I try turning it on? I was like, yeah, go for it. It's not going to turn on.
It's what I did before I brought it in. Yeah.
And he kind of goes through his process, and then he can't do any. He plugs in some device, and he can't get any diagnostic off of it. And he's like, okay, well, here's what I think it could be. The power supply. I was like, yeah, that's what I think it is, because that was one of the common issues. He's like, or it could be a hard drive failure. And I was like, maybe, but hard drives always crash on Apples, and I've had it twice on to me over the years.
Right.
And it shows you a little folder that's says crashed. So
yeah, you expect to see some sort of lights or something.
It's it doesn't post. There's no sound. There's no light. There's no LEDs. It's dead. And he's like, or it could be the logic board. I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, power supply, $165, no problem. Hard drive, $220, no problem. Logic board, $900. It's
that's a problem. Yeah.
And of course, 3 days later, I get the call. We need to do the logic board before we can find out what's really wrong with your computer. It's I'm not putting $900 into that computer.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. No. That's sort of usually, more often than not, you see in issues where the power doesn't come on in relatively newer computers. It's the logic board that is gone.
Oh fuck.
Because those power supplies are honestly pretty beefy.
Well,
And
one of the things.
they're tried and true. There's not much that can go wrong with a power supply, and typically you see a degradation in quality of your computer performance. You see like screens flicker or something like that, showing like that your power supply is gradually getting weaker or whatever, and the fact that it just didn't turn on one day. Yeah. I've run into that with some like Dell computers and stuff too.
Yeah. One of the things that I saw was the complaints was that the wire between the button and the supply is what fails, not like the actual power supply. So they just had
Wouldn't
to, like,
that be a bitch?
just
You
solder on
replace a
wire.
$900 board,
Oh
yeah, and
my
it's like
God.
a 5-cent wire.
Oh, I would be so mad. So I have to go pick it up. I was like, pull my hard drive, and I'll take it home as is. Just throw it back together, and I'll fucking figure it out, I guess.
Right.
And I haven't even picked it up. It's been like a week. Just like,
Oh, it's still at the
yeah. They called me today. Like, are you
Apple
gonna
Store?
come get your computer? I was like, yes. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't have time right now. And then I don't know what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. I might just figure
Well,
it
last I
out.
heard from you about it, you were gonna bring it to like some like smaller get up or something like
Yeah,
that. That
there's
was
a
gonna.
little shop which I emailed for a quote, like following their website, and I haven't heard back from them. So that always,
Gotcha.
that
They
is
must
like
not want the business then.
that is a pet peeve of mine. Like, if you don't list a phone number or an email, like, I have to do your through your website, log all my information so you can hound me forever, and then you don't
Yeah.
call me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super shitty. Well, I'm sorry, bud.
It's
I know computer issues are sort of, a little triggering, especially with all three of your main devices going within a month. That's extra, man.
oh yeah, good times. Good times.
How's everything going otherwise, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. It's good to see your beautiful face. What are you recording on, by the way? Then.
I am currently using Allie's MacBook from 2012. Ooh.
Oh yeah, nice.
And
Very nice.
we are recording on GarageBand, so we're gonna see how this goes. But
Okay. Well, you assured me that it was recording and it sounded good.
it sounds great. Ironically enough, there is a GarageBand template on this computer
Uh-huh.
that I made at some point for Jumbled in preparation to record on the road.
Oh.
So I came down early to like fiddle fuck around with that to get the settings right, and then
Sure.
opened up GarageBand and was like, "Oh shit, I already did that."
Oh.
Nice,
Yeah,
John.
nice
From the
nice
past.
surprise. Yeah. Did yourself a solid.
Well, you know what? Now what I've learned is, Frozen Tundra Studio C is now mobile.
Yeah, man. And living 8 years in the past.
And well, yeah, in the future and in the past.
Oh shit.
So
Well-
this is probably a ticking time bomb too,
Sure.
which I'm, super not stoked about. So I think the plan
Yeah.
is if I can get the iMac fixed for $500 or less, I'll do it, and then I'm just gonna sell it for
Gotcha.
I don't know what I can get for it.
Yeah.
It's only like 5 years old, but
It's really weird. Typically, like, build quality on Apple stuff is pretty good, and it doesn't just crap out on you. I don't know if, like, that's, like, a new thing with Apple, is maybe their build quality's gone down a little bit, but it used to be where you'd buy something that was Apple, and it would just last you until it ran so poorly that they forced you to to upgrade just because of hardware constraints, right?
Yeah, no,
But
I would agree. I've been using Apple for 12 or 13 years now, 14,
yeah,
like for a long time.
yeah,
Maybe yeah, close to 15. And I would say I didn't start having issues with them until I got my iMac in in university when I lived with Joe. When we both got iMacs at the same time.
yeah.
And that one was pretty good, but the hard drive did fail on it.
Mm-hmm. You had dead pixels.
I had dead pixels, but I knew that buying it because I bought it refurbished. So I
Mm.
saved money. So the dead pixels never bothered me.
Yeah.
And then the processor maybe fried, but it was only like $300 to fix. I mean, and all
For a
of this was,
processor?
yeah, I can't remember. All of this was over the span of like 6 or 7 years. So like it was
Mm-hmm.
okay, but I definitely
Yeah.
noticed since then that everything I've gotten has had like I've had multiple hard drives fail.
Yikes, bro. That's a big
Maybe it's
yikes.
just my magnetic personality. Hey,
Hey, great one, man.
but yeah, so we're recording on a ticking time bomb. I'm gonna sell the iMac, and then I don't know. I'm gonna buy something. I might buy another laptop. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to be mobile. I know you've said before that you want to, in pre-COVID times, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to, see Lacey and get a tattoo and, record this stuff on the fly and all that stuff would sort of be
Hmm.
something I know you said you've wanted to do before, and much easier to lug around a laptop than a than an iMac. But
Yeah. Which
yeah.
which laptop should I get?
I mean, if you're sold on
Here's the
Macs,
thing. I had this moment where like I really didn't want to be stuck with Mac, but now I am
mm-hmm,
because
yeah,
my entire life for the last 15 years is on that account.
yeah,
Basically the same account.
yeah. It'd be like me trying to switch over to Android. I mean, I've never had an Android phone.
Hmm.
Got my first iPhone back in 2000 and what was it? 2008. I
Yeah.
got an
Well, it's
iPhone.
not even just that, but like all my music, all my pictures, like everything.
Yeah,
My phone is connected to it. I have all this
yeah,
Apple like accessories, my Apple Watch, so it's nice to have the
sure.
computer to kind of coordinate
Yeah.
it all, right? But
I mean, that's the thing, though. If you're wanting to go with Apple, you're gonna pay that pretty penny up front.
well, I know, but they're just so beautiful,
They are
and
beautiful.
they run way better than any PC, in my opinion, that you buy out of the package. I get that you can build a
Well,
gaming
yeah,
PC for a lot cheaper that's way more powerful,
right.
but
Yeah, it also depends on what you're using it for, right?
yeah, that's true. Well, and I
Um,
don't really game that much, and any game that I would play, I could probably play on most Apple laptops. I am kind of
right.
thinking about the Air because it's so small and cheap,
Mm-hmm.
but it does have, it's not the most powerful, but I think it would be fine for my typical uses.
Right.
But
Hmm.
but then I'm like,
So,
well, there's gonna be that one time I'm gonna travel somewhere. Like, well, I wish I had a laptop to game on, or did I
right.
get this stupid MacBook Air?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what you're looking at. So I think the MacBook Air, it looks like it's a 13-inch display, just the same as there's a 13-inch MacBook Pro, but there's also a 16-inch MacBook Pro.
I would get
You,
small as
you,
possible.
here's what I think you do. All right, you go all out. You get a Mac Pro, not an iMac. You get a Mac Pro. Okay,
Oh, the Mac Pro Tower.
the tower.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, the
because they
one
make
that
a
has
laptop
handles on
now.
top of it.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
it
the
weighs
one.
like 60 pounds.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm gonna configure one right now. Oh, here we go. Starting at $64.99. Okay, we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna bump this thing all the way up for you here.
6,499.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah. You're gonna shit when you hear this. When you hear this price.
It's gonna be like 30 grand.
Oh, you think, huh?
30 grand, and I'm gonna have like 8 terabytes of storage, and
I'm giving it all the bells and whistles. You want to hear the final amount that you're gonna owe today?
yes.
$54,547.98.
American. So like 75,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what this
man.
computer has in it.
All right. 2.5 gigahertz, 28 core Intel Xeon W processor.
Explain that.
4.4 gigahertz.
No, hold on. Explain what 2.4 gigahertz 20. What did you say it was? 24 core.
28 core.
28 core processor means.
So basically your gigahertz is how fast it how many calculations it can process per second, I believe. That's the speed. So 2.5 gigahertz, which is a relatively sort of middle of the line speed for a processor, but the 28 cores help you manage much more. You can process more. You can do much. Yeah, exactly. You can do much more stuff through each core, and then you can turbo boost that up to 4.4 gigahertz.
So how do you turbo boost that? Like it just does it automatically under load.
You have to.
Or you have to.
You have to do some. Yeah, you have to do some customizing.
Why would you not just make it come with that? Just unlock that bitch. Take the governor out. Let me rip it.
You just said Apple take the governor out. That's your problem, dude. 1.5 terabytes of memory. Now we're talking RAM.
Terabyte of RAM.
Yeah, we're talking RAM. So that's 12 128 gigabyte sticks.
Christ.
Okay. For reference, I've got 32 gigs total in my PC.
That you have a lot. 32 is a lot.
Yeah, and 32 is crushing it, dude. I don't even sniff half the memory on this PC. Two Radeon Pro Vega 2 Duo 32 gigabyte video cards. So they have 32 gigs of RAM on board the video cards, and that's times 2. So you've got 32 gigs of RAM on a video card. That's as much as that's in my PC times 2 inside there. You've got 8 terabytes of solid state drive storage, which is crazy. And then, you got the other things that you probably don't need. I don't know what an afterburner card is, but I chose it. It's something. Apple afterburner card. I got you the Magic Mouse. Yeah.
All right,
the Magic Mouse 2 and the Magic Trackpad 2. I got you both of those. I also got you a Magic Keyboard with a numeric keypad. And then I got you Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro.
Okay, well, I need both those. How much does Apple Care cost on that computer? $100.
No, dude. You better believe they're gonna. I don't even know. I'm not even
an
at
option.
the point where I could apply that. I'm not even at the point where I could apply that.
Just slide that credit card number in and go to that next step. We need to know.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and finance this. This thing is. I paid more for my house, but not an insane amount more. Not like a crazy amount more than my house.
Oh my god. So okay, why would you need that? Who's buying a $75,000?
I'll tell you exactly who's buying this. The only people that should be buying a Mac Pro built like this are Hollywood, editors and stuff like that who are processing 4K raw video, who are editing on the fly.
I guess if you have a multi-million-dollar budget, I guess that's why CGI is so expensive, eh?
Yeah.
I always just thought it was how tedious and how much time, but I guess the equipment costs are
Mm-hmm. I will say though, I love the look of the Mac Pro Tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice looking computer, and guaranteed, if I won the lottery,
That's what you'd
I
buy?
would max this out and I would get it.
How long do you think that computer would last if you were to buy it today? How future-proof is that computer?
I think for me, just being a regular user, I don't know that I would ever need specs that are better than this. I think I would start running into issues where I've had it so long that the power supply started dying, or the CPU has died, or all of these different items are going to break one by one on the computer before it's toast.
I guess once that 28 core processor goes, that's going to be a big fucking bill.
Yeah, let's see here. That one was $7,000. The processor is just $7,000. Ooh.
Okay, so hypothetically, if those parts were never to deteriorate, just from like a computing
I would never need
power,
another one.
You would never need another computer.
I don't think I would ever need another computer. Like realistically, when am I ever gonna even be close to sniffing 1.5 terabytes of RAM? Like I don't even know.
Oh man, you could do so many things at the exact same time.
Just imagine how much porn I'd be able to watch simultaneously.
How many monitors does that thing support? It better be at least 20.
Well, actually, I don't know what the outputs are on those cards.
What? $75,000? It's one monitor.
No. Oh, you know what? We didn't even think about that. Hold on. So there's the Mac Pro, right?
Oh yeah, you need to get me at least.
That doesn't come with a monitor.
Yeah, nope.
That doesn't come with a monitor. You have to get the Pro Display XDR from Apple as well. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
what is that?
Could you just plug in any other bullshit monitor? Sure. Yeah, you could. You could plug in any other bullshit monitor. But here's the kicker about the Pro Display XDR, right?
Mm-hmm.
It, my friend, is oh my god. It's 32 inches.
All right, yeah, that's a good size.
It's 6K resolution.
Great. I think I can only see about 2 of those.
Yep. And it's got 2 different price points out of the box, right? Just the monitor itself. There's a standard glass, or there's the nano texture glass, which sort of sounds like they're upselling you something that's maybe marginally better than a standard glass, but they're really tossing it on there. They're tossing another $1,000 on top just for this nano texture glass. Yeah. So this
what do
just
they say
the monitor
it does?
itself.
What's the justification for that? What's their sales pitch on $1,000 piece of
Okay,
glass?
hold on. Here, let's look at which glass is right for you. I'm going to click this link. All right, so it says Pro Display XDR. While both the standard glass and nano texture glass options of Pro Display XDR are engineered for extremely low reflectivity, it helps to consider your work environment when deciding which one is right for you. If you're in an especially uncontrolled lighting environment, there's an innovative matte option with nano texture glass. Typical matte displays have a coating added to their surface that scatters light. However, these coatings lower contrast while producing unwanted haze and sparkle. The nano texture on Pro Display XDR is actually etched into the glass at the nanometer level. The result is a screen with beautiful image quality that maintains contrast while scattering light to reduce glare to the barest minimum. So basically,
no glare.
Yeah.
It would have to be zero glare. I mean, in any position I could humanly think possible to put that computer in, no glare.
Yeah. Yeah, and you haven't heard the price point yet.
Yeah, you said it was an extra $1,000.
Yeah. But it was an extra $1,000 between the glass levels, but I didn't tell you the actual price of the display yet. So if say we're in a really bright environment, we got a lot of light around us, we need to be able to see our screen.
We're on the lottery. We're gonna be somewhere warm all the time. Sun's gonna be out.
Yeah,
Sun's
we're going
out,
with the
guns
nano
out.
texture glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sun's out, guns out. Yep. $59.99. Okay, $6,000 for a screen. Just a screen.
Yeah, and you
Okay.
need 3.
Yeah, so you get 3 of them. There's $18,000 that you've spent just on 3 monitors, and that's just the monitors. Okay, then we need to, of course, you got to have a stand, right?
Yeah, you can wall mount them or something.
And yeah, I mean, you could wall mount them, but say you're just in the middle of a room, right? You need a stand. The stand is going to be $1,000.
Wait, what? Is this a special stand to hold all 3?
No, it's one stand to hold the display.
It's $1,000 for the monitor, and then you said it was $6,000 for the monitor.
$6,000 for the monitor, $1,000 for the stand.
What? What? Why does a stand cost $7,000 or $1,000? And it holds one, so you need 3 of them?
Yeah. So say you're going, that seems like it's a lot, right? I probably shouldn't pay $1,000 for a stand, right? That seems a little ridiculous. I've already dropped 18. This is gonna put me at $21,000 for 3 monitors. Yeah, we got to draw the line. I'm gonna go with the this mount adapter, right? That we're gonna be able to screw on the back of these monitors, and then we're gonna be able to attach it to any stand, right? Any arm, boom arm, whatever. $200.
I mean, even that's atrocious, but yeah, it seems like a way better option.
I mean, yeah, you could spend $3,000 for all 3 stands, or you could spend $600, but you still feel like you're getting screwed. Like your asshole's still gonna hurt after all of this.
Yep. So we are at roughly 100,000 US.
Yeah. Say we decide to go with the stands though. So we're at 21,000. On top of that, what did I say, 56,000.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we're 75,000.
So
100,000
75,000
ish.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the whole shebang. But here's Apple Care Plus for Apple Display.
Oh.
That one is a flat $500, or you could pay $41.58 a month. But that's only for one monitor. If you want all 3, you got to do $1,500.
Is this going to tabulate it to you can finance it? Because I want to know how much it costs a month.
Oh, you could finance it. $583.16 a month for one monitor.
Okay, yeah, I want to know what the
for 12 months
card is going to cost.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I don't know if I can add this. I need to add 3 of them. Hold on.
Can I finance it over 40 years? For the length that I will need that computer.
Yeah. All right. So we're doing 3, right?
Yeah, might as well. YOLO.
3. $18,000. Before tax, obviously. Let me go back to the Mac, because I did not add the Mac Pro to my shopping cart, which was my fault. I should have done that. Because this is a done deal, right? We're buying this thing.
Yeah. We got a bunch of Patreon subscribers and.
Yeah.
It's your credit card, right? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's see here. Continue. Let's add that to the bag. Okay. No, I already got my monitors in the bag already.
No, 6 monitors.
They're like, get more. Here we go. We want Apple Care Plus for Mac as well.
Oh yeah.
So we got to do that. It's $299 for I think it's for a year. I think
just for the iMac.
Yeah, for the
Mac Pro.
Yeah.
Wow, it's $58,000 computer. You buy insurance for $200, $300.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see here. I need to review the bag here. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, we got the stands. We got Apple Care.
Man, what a blistering podcast we got going on right now.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to stop to take a second to talk about the sponsor for this and every week of the podcast. That would be, you guys guessed it, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Again, that's audibletrial.com/jumbled. And pick up a free audiobook, and you got 30 days to do it. So take your time, figure out what you want. You know, you don't need to rush it. But just know that they're going to find something for you. You're going to find something, rather, in the over 180,000 and growing titles that you can choose from. The one that we are going to recommend for the tail end of July and the full month of August, because I'm lazy, is COVID-19, the pandemic that never should have happened, and how to stop the next one, by Deborah McKenzie. It's narrated by Cynthia Barrett. The length is 9 hours and 38 minutes. Basically, here is a quick publisher summary. I'm not going to read the entire thing. I'm just going to read the first paragraph, and I'll let you guys make an assessment on if you want to listen to the rest of it. Here we go. In a gripping, accessible narrative, a veteran science journalist lays out the shocking story of how the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic happened and how to make sure this never happens again. Over the last 30 years of epidemics and pandemics, we learned nearly every lesson needed to stop this coronavirus outbreak in its tracks. We heeded almost none of them. The result is a pandemic on a scale never before seen in our lifetimes. In this captivating, authoritative, and eye-opening book, science journalist Deborah McKenzie lays out the full story of how and why it happened, the previous viruses that should have prepared us, the shocking public health failures that paved the way, the failure to contain the outbreak, and most importantly, what we must do to prevent future pandemics. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in listening to, it sounds really interesting to me, and I'm going to hit that button as soon as I'm done recording here. Feel free to listen to that one. If you don't want to listen to anything, if maybe you're burnt out by COVID-19 or politics, I totally get that. Hope you're following all necessary protocols to make sure that you're staying safe. But there are so many other titles that you can find and choose from on Audible. So I really encourage you to take a look around and find something. Look in all the different categories. There's something there that's going to catch your eye and hold your attention, and they're going to hook you. That's how they get you with the first one. The first one's free. That's a taste. And then you got to pay for the next ones. But again, head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. One more time, audibletrial.com/jumbled. And get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Thank you, Audible. Thank you guys for supporting Audible and in turn supporting the podcast. All right, so here's the deal, right? We got one Mac Pro, $54,000, pretty much $54,500 US, $300 Apple Care Plus for Mac Pro, $18,000 for 3 Pro Display XDR with the nano texture glass, and the stands, which are separate. It's separate, right?
Yep.
That's I gotta get 3 of those. I mean, you can't have one. You gotta get 3 of them. So that's gonna be another $3,000. Here we go. So, subtotal. All right, $75,000. Pretty much $76,000. The shipping is free.
Oh,
right?
good, yeah.
Shipping's free. They've got the shipping.
That's a really important factor when I'm making a purchase decision at this price point.
Yeah. What's my shipping look like? You know,
things should be
shipping is free. Yeah. Fucking what's his name?
Just giving it to FedEx.
I can't remember the what's his name? The CEO. I can't remember his name right now.
Oh,
he better hand deliver this bitch with his frail bird bones. Estimated tax for where I am right now is roughly $5,000. So I'm gonna pay $80,000, $81,000 flat, right? Or
give me the sweet
or I could pay monthly.
Okay.
This is I'm wondering how many monthly payments this is.
Yeah,
I guess we could do some
can you change the term to be like the max months?
the max months.
Yeah. What's the longest time that we can extend this payment for?
It looks like it's all 12 month,
Ooh, it's just 12?
and it doesn't. Yeah, you can't change it. It's
Well,
all 12 month.
all right.
But you know, only almost $5,000 due today. That's it.
Just
Pay
just $5,000
$5,000
today and $5,000 in
You pay your
October
tax.
and-
You're pretty much just paying your tax.
Oh, okay.
Is what it is.
And what are my monthly
You're just
payments?
paying. Yeah, you're paying the tax. Monthly payment $6,320.07 a month. Over 12 months, $5,000 due today.
Seems pretty easy.
You know what? I can't see your face, but there was a.
You can't see my face right
There
now?
was a. Well,
you're
I've
tabbed
got
out.
I've got the browser up right now, but there was a silence that I felt, and I did not get any sarcasm that came through when you said, that's not bad." It's like Johnny's like, "Okay, I gotta go put this in the cart."
I can figure out how to make this work, right?
$80,000, dude. If you got an $80,000 setup, I would. You know what? I don't have $150 right now to get my passport, but I'd suck some dick or something to get that passport, and I would come just to smack you in the face, just to smack you in the face, and turn right back around and go home.
I was gonna see if you could like extend it for like 10 years.
Yeah. I want to pay like $300 a month, right?
Make a bet of I'll pay for this computer, but it's the only computer you use for as long as it takes to pay it off. And if you
dude.
if you buy a different computer, you have to pay me the full money.
Holy shit,
And if
man.
you do it, then you get the free computer.
Dude, I wish. Apple's not. They're no chump though, dude.
Would you do that?
They're
Would
not
you
gonna-
take that bet on that computer?
Yeah, I think I could make an $80,000 setup work if that's what
For
you're
10
asking.
years?
Yeah,
Okay.
for 10 years. Yeah,
God, I can't wait to win
I'll
the
be
lottery.
fine.
The only computer you're allowed to use.
Dude, if I win the lottery, not only am I buying that setup, I'm buying you that setup.
Oh shit. Okay, deal. Lottery winner purchase promise right there.
Yeah, brother.
Man, that's a way better on your end because you're gonna win that stupid like $400 million Powerball or $1 billion Powerball that you guys get.
Yeah, I just gotta wait on it to get back up there. I went to the gas station today to fill up, and I think it was at 90 something for. I don't think it was the Powerball. It was like the Mega Millions or whatever they call it, but it's up to about 100 mil. Thought about buying a ticket. Not yet. I'm gonna see if it gets any higher.
Yo, before you buy, let me know. I'll send you money.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, let's go in on it.
Sounds good. You know what I think about doing every
Gotta
time.
put this episode on as proof though.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna win and be like, Johnny, who? I'm out.
Yeah. Something I always think about doing, there's really weird laws with winning Powerball.
How much tax do you have to pay?
I don't know all of that information. Probably a pretty decent amount. There's a gift tax and all that stuff, and especially if you're taking that all up front,
Like 50%?
which I don't
maybe?
know that I would do. I feel like I would opt because it's over a certain amount of years.
Yeah, you can get more money extended over years, or get less money lump sum. It really depends what your plans are and what you want to do. If you could invest the money and usually make it better, but most people blow it, right?
Yeah, and that's my thought process is like you hear about all the people who win the Powerball or whatever, and they take the lump sum and they just fucking blow it, and they
Most people
they
do
give
take the lump
money.
sum. There must be like a benefit to that.
I think it's just that quick cash grab, right? You're wanting to buy a house, you're wanting to buy cars, you're wanting to buy all the things.
I got like they're like,
Where I
okay, you win $100 million. We're gonna give you $1 million a year for the next 100 years. Well, I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I guess yeah, it depends how long it's spread out, right? If you're 60
yeah,
and winning, and they're like, okay, we'll pay you over 40 years, you'll be like, eh.
sure, yeah, depends how old you are for sure. But like right now, if I won like $500 million in the lottery, I would probably take a payout over time.
How long would you extend that?
I don't think.
What
I
would be
mean,
your
I don't know what the
yearly?
standard is.
What would be your yearly expectation of wealth? Like, how much money would you want per year for how many years?
I mean, shit. If it's $500 million,
Mm-hmm.
and you're paying that out in however many years, what? That's gonna be
Like, how much would you want a year
$20
to
million
blow?
a year or something
So
like
20
that. But I
million.
don't think
All right.
I don't think I would need that. Like that's not it's not what I need, right? But in 1 year, I've made enough
Could
to
you imagine?
change my life and change my children's lives forever.
Man, could you imagine if you just got a check for like 15, $20 million a year every
Dude,
year for
yeah.
40
Oh,
years?
what? Hey, what date is it? Oh, that's right, January 1st.
Oh, here comes
Time
one
for
check.
me to
Check
rake
day.
time time to
It's
rake
like
in the
actually
next
a check. You're just like
$20
walking
million.
down to the bank. I'd like to deposit this, please.
Yeah.
Do you put that in
Dude,
the
for,
ATM machine?
They
Do you
better
risk
they
that?
better give you the big ass checks.
The
You
novelty
gotta like
check?
fucking walk it in sideways. Yeah.
Oh man. Zach, there was a time in my career where I just drove around with one of those in my trunk all summer long.
Really?
Yeah, because I was always playing at charity golf tournaments.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Let's see here. Now you got me curious.
Dude, we're gonna win the
Payout.
Powerball.
Yeah.
And we will share with all of our Patreons.
Yeah.
There will be fine print.
Which is no one right now. So it's just you and me. And it's not future Patreon members, it's people who jump on board right now. So if you're listening and you're not contributing to the jumbled Patreon yet, when we win the lottery, you're not getting anything. You got to be in there. So get in there.
Get one
and
episode.
Pay me. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it says a Powerball jackpot winner may choose to receive their prize as an annuity paid in 30 graduated payments over 29 years or a lump sum payment cash option.
But doesn't tell you.
For the annuity, the annual payments increase by 5% each time.
So they're playing the game that you're gonna die, and they don't have to pay the rest of it. I bet you that's part of it. If you have kids, it probably isn't hereditary, the payment.
You know what I would do? I would say that, oh no, my
Name one of
I
your
would
daughters your name.
yeah, no, I would be like, shit, my daughter's not 18, so she can't play yet. But that's the play, right? If you're 40 something, you say, no, this is my daughter won this. She'll see the end of this.
Yeah,
I might not.
I think you
I
take
might
the lump sum.
croak.
That's probably why most people take the lump sum, because it's not. It's like so much more money, but it's like you're gambling again of will I be alive?
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess you just have to be smart, right? And I mean that's the first thing that I would do before I
smart?
even turn the
is it-
ticket in. I'm getting a hold of, I'm going to retain a lawyer. I'm going to, get a team of accountants.
A team?
Gonna,
How many accountants are you hiring?
a dozen.
How many Apple
And-
Store employees are you going to purchase? You have $20
I'm
million
gonna go
a
down-
year for the rest of your life.
I'm going down to the Plaza store in Kansas City, and I'm gonna say, hey, this is mine now. Get out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna own it.
Before we go there, percentage wise, most people pay how much of their salary goes towards like necessity bills or like just bills.
Hmm. Oh God. I mean, right
There's
now I'd
probably
say
like a
probably
statistic somewhere about that, but
I would say somewhere between 50 and 75%.
all right, well, let's just do 50 to be really conservative.
Yeah.
So, hypothetically speaking, you have $10 million a year. Oh God,
Yeah.
Apple, don't tell me that there's updates. Don't do this to me. God damn it. Okay, so you have $10 million a year that you can just
Hmm.
blow on, like whatever you want.
Yeah.
Putting aside all of the things that you would purchase for family members, like houses and cars and paying
I
off.
wouldn't buy too much for family members, honestly.
Okay, well, either way,
I'd buy like I'd get like a vacation for everybody. I'd be like, hey, we're all going on vacation. You know, I'll pay for the vacation and all the stuff. But I'm not gonna see. I think that's the main problem is people are really quick to just throw money to their family. You know, and not to say that I don't care about my family, but it's also you also got to be smart with it because it's not just for you. It's for it's for my kids. And their kids.
let me rephrase this. You have the budget to have a staff of 100 people all making $100,000 a year, just for simple math. How do you fill those positions to support you in your, multi-million-dollar life?
Well, for sure, you got to do like you got to have some groundskeepers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have your maids. I don't really want a butler. I never really want a butler.
The
Like that's
butler
not
thing
something
is
I
kind
ever
of
really
weird, but
want.
why is the butler thing weird, but the maid thing isn't?
Well,
Would it be
because
like a
I don't
live-in
really.
maid, or would it be like a house cleaner that just comes in every once in a while?
I wouldn't want the maid to live with me.
Okay, so you would have at least 4 people, probably, because I'm assuming you're going to get a pretty big house, so
A lot of land.
a lot of land. Okay, so your groundskeeping, your maintenance staff for your estate.
It could be about a dozen people just for the grounds.
All right, we'll say like a cool 15. We'll just go
Okay.
go increments of 5-ish if we can.
Okay.
Okay, so 15, that's easy. What else would you? So then you need your IT crew. You need your
No,
own,
see,
you have
I
a
would.
$75,000 Apple computer. You should
Okay.
get like a pool boy, but for your computer.
Yeah. No, I would definitely have a team of people that like I would have like a server in my house and stuff like that. I'd have all kinds of crazy technology that I would have a team come in and install and upkeep and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to be another. I would say five people.
Full time.
Well, sure.
Okay, so you're at 20. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess yeah.
Um,
I shouldn't have the making you stick to teams of 5 or more is tough. So we can expand that a little bit, but we'll say you're at roughly 20. You got
yeah.
80 more people that you can hire in your life. What about would you hire a full-time barber? Every day you got a fresh haircut.
No.
No?
No. See, no. I feel like I would have the ability to hire all these people. I don't know that I would want to. See, the thing about me is like,
Would you go full you would go full Richie Rich, Zach. Let's be honest.
no.
I think you would, man. I think you
No,
would
I
have
don't
like 8 different water fountains in your house for different sodas.
Okay, I might have that, right? But that doesn't require somebody to be in my house. I think I would ball out of control on things that I can use inside my house but don't require people to be around.
Mm-hmm. I know, but you need
You know?
support staff. You have the money for that, right? We're
Sure,
talking
I just
about
don't want to be surrounded by people all the time is my thing.
okay. Well, I mean, they're not like all in the room with you at all time. Would you have security staff?
Uh
If you had that much money, would you be more
Maybe
concerned about
one guy at the gate. I'd probably say
gate
one
dude?
guy at the gate.
Okay. Would you have a driver?
No.
Would you ever drive again? You would,
I would drive.
yeah?
Yeah, and I would maybe have Like if I did a lot of traveling, which I would plan on doing, I'd probably want a private jet and and a pilot for that.
Yeah. Okay. So you need a pilot and a flight crew. So you got some
Yeah,
stewards,
I'm hiring like
safety directors.
yeah. I feel like I need to get like Hulk Hogan in there somewhere. Like I just need to be able to hire Hulk Hogan somehow.
As your personal trainer.
There he is. Just shoot me up full of
Would
roids,
you?
Hulkster. Just shoot me up full of roids.
Yes. The lottery people, the Powerball people are like, yes, take those steroids, you die faster.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I already got your lump sum, so suck
Oh, you're
it,
doing
you
the
know?
lump sum. Well,
Yeah,
either
well,
way.
I mean,
And then the math applies either way. Okay, so
yeah.
would you have your own chef? Would
See,
you have
that's...
someone make you meals, beck and call, like your own kitchen staff, like hotel service? Ooh,
I know that
could you imagine?
I'm awful at cooking myself. My wife's really good at it, but I don't know that I'd want her to have to do much if we got to
Well,
that
then
point.
she has the flexibility to do it if she wants to, but if not, she's got a team of,
Yeah.
chefs ready to go. Oh, that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
I feel like we wouldn't end up doing that. What would probably end up happening is we would
Own a McDonald's in your house, because I would also do that. There would
Yeah.
be 100%
there'd be a Starbucks and a McDonald's on premises.
a fully functioning McDonald's attached to my house.
Yeah. And a Starbucks. We'd have to have a
Nah, I
Starbucks.
could go without a Starbucks. McDonald's has way better coffee up here.
Oh, is that true?
McDonald's coffee is the best coffee in Canada right now.
Really?
Yep.
And that's even what's the coffee chain up there again?
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah. So what happened was Burger King bought Tim Hortons.
No shit. Burger King owns Tim Hortons.
Yep. And then
Wow.
canceled their coffee contract because their coffee contract was cheaper. Surprise, because you're not a coffee shop. You're
Your burger place.
a burger place.
Yeah.
And their Tim Hortons coffee sucks a lot. McDonald's swooped in and picked up that supplier and has exclusive rights to it. So they stole Tim Hortons coffee. So McDonald's coffee is now Tim Hortons coffee, and Tim Hortons coffee is Burger King coffee, which no one ever got before. No one goes to Burger King in Canada, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they're so rare. I don't even know where one is right now.
The closest Burger King to me, I'm trying to think where that is. I know there's one fairly close to me at work, but that's 30 minutes away. I don't know where the next nearest Burger King is. There's one in downtown Kansas City. It's called the Whopper Bar.
The Whopper Bar. The BK Lounge.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it pretty much is sort of like the BK Lounge. I think they're sort of playing off of the Dane Cook bit. Dude, I don't even remember the last time I went into a Burger King. But I'll tell you what Burger King used to do properly. Their fries, for a long time, top notch.
Yeah, I do remember them having good fries.
Their fries were the best fries for a long time. And they used to make, they called them chicken fries.
Ooh, I remember those.
Pretty much,
yep, chicken fingers.
Yeah, the chicken fingers, pretty much.
I
those were also bomb.
I think, we all know. I have an unnatural connection to McDonald's.
Yeah, the supernatural, some might say.
Supernatural connection to McDonald's. So nothing will ever be better, even though there are better burgers. Like,
yeah, Five Guys.
Five Guys, way better burger. Don't get me wrong. Doesn't hit the same brain sensory fun as.
Yeah, they're injecting something in those McDonald's patties, dude.
Without a doubt, and I'm okay with it. Inject it.
I don't know, man. Like if you laid it out in front of me, and you said, "Hey, here's $20 to spend at Five Guys. Here's $20 to spend at McDonald's." You could get way more at McDonald's.
That's true.
But I think I prefer the ingredients on the Five Guys burgers. They're fresher ingredients. and the burgers are, honestly, I think the burgers are better.
Oh, without a doubt, burger to burger, Five Guys is way better. I'm not disputing that.
But there's just something, you're just saying there's something about a McDonald's burger that
it's the
that does
addiction
it for you.
that just tells me that this is. I know it's not better, but my brain is like, yo,
You gotta eat it,
you
dude.
love this. So I think I told you about one of the few house rules that Allie and I have. One of them being about the mac and cheese rule. I think we talked about this.
No, I don't think you've told me about the mac and cheese rule.
All right. Well, I'll give. This is a long story about Allie leaving me in the desert to die at her brother's wedding.
Oh, okay.
But the short.
Well, can you tell it in 7 minutes?
The short story of it is, Allie and I, before going to Vegas for her brother's wedding, were under a lot of stress and then got into a stupid fight about mac and cheese. Allie made one box of mac and cheese. It wasn't enough for both of us, and I was still hungry and she was still hungry, and we were both hangry, and it was like we're trying to pack and go to Vegas, and while we just moved into a new place, a lot of dumb stress. So we got into this stupid argument before we go to Vegas.
Right.
And then we hung out with some of my ding-dong friends out in Vegas for a while, so that didn't help my cause at all.
Right.
And then we're on our way to brunch to meet Allie's parents and like her family, because everyone was at the resort. So we're going to the resort, and my buddy's engine blew up in his car, leaving us on the side of the highway, right by the resort, like a mile away, and less than a mile. I was like, God damn it! Like, and Allie
in Vegas in the heat.
Yeah, Allie was fuming.
I'm
Because
sure
we were going to be late, and we were up like late and all this stuff, and understandably so. I was like, Allie, just go get to your parents. Like, they're right there. You can see them. And like, I'll deal with the bags. Mm-hmm. So that's the story of Allie leaving me in the desert. She really didn't. I just grabbed the bags and then caught up to her after. But apparently she was so hot and flustered by the time she got to the hotel. Everyone thought that like we'd gone to a fight and broke up or something. She's like, no, it's Vegas. Stupid car broke down. It's so hot. So the rule is that no matter when you make mac and cheese in this house, you must always make 2 boxes.
2 boxes of mac and cheese.
Always, no matter
we're talking
what.
we're talking the Kraft mac and
dinner,
cheese.
Classic, yes. I'm a classic guy, but I do what Allie says are horrendous things to my mac and cheese, but that's a different conversation. Allie's a purist. Like, she follows the instructions of like measures out her milk and measures out her butter. Mm-hmm. Like, I go wild and put like a bunch of sour cream in it, or I'll like fry like a pound of beef and then put that in it, and then I'll get one of those bags of like pre-shredded cheese and I'll dump that in it.
Yeah. Cook up some crispy bacon, man. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. So Allie's not a big fan of that. Anyways, our
well,
rule,
she's vegetarian. So
long story short, I've not been good with short stories. They've all been long. Our new rule is, no matter when you go to McDonald's, you always have to bring back the other's preferred sandwich, just in case. Because Allie came home from work with McDonald's and like had ate it in the car, and I was just devastated. It's like, I would have got McDonald's, and she was like, well, I thought you were maybe trying to like not eat it because it's during the week, and normally you don't eat McDonald's during the week. And I was like, yeah, but I would have.
Me and Steph sort of do that too, where it's like, we know it's super bad for us, but we've been on like this late night Taco Bell kick where it's just like, oh, hey, it's 11:30. We should probably think about going to bed, but we're both wired for some reason.
I meant to talk about this in the beginning of the episode. You started this Skype call at 9:00 your time by cracking open a giant monster.
Let me tell you something. When you messaged me initially, or when I messaged you about if you're ready, I had just woken up from taking a micro nap on the recliner. I needed to wake up. I got this because I felt it looming earlier.
You're not going to sleep tonight, Z.
I'll be fine, dude. Okay? I'll be fine. Honestly, what I'm going to do after we're done, I'm going to get you the link. You're going to upload your audio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to smash out and edit. I'm going to upload this thing, and then I'll just Minecraft for like 8 hours, and then I'll go to work tomorrow. It'll be fine. I am straight up addicted to Minecraft, though. Side plug here. Just in case anybody, watches, likes watching Minecraft on Twitch, twitch.tv/Yelk. So that's a plug.
Yeah, I look forward to my royalty check.
Hey man, I'm up to almost 100 followers.
Damn,
right?
dude, you're killing it.
I'm moving up.
I'm gonna have to pop into one of your streams.
You should. They're fun. Just a quick note. Last night I was playing, and the followers of my channel, which always feels like very culty to say. Like, follower is just like a really weird culty sort of term that I'm not really into, but that's just the terminology for Twitch. I've dubbed them the Corn Gang.
The Corn Gang?
Yeah, the Corn Gang. And I said that because my initial... I said something silly just off the cuff. You know how, like, you'll hear, like, in a hip-hop song, they'll, like, shout out like an area code or something like that for like Atlanta or whatever. I don't know the area codes, but like you've never heard anybody go 812, which is like the area code for Southern Indiana. Like it's never happened. So I just made a little side comment. I was where my meth head's at, and then I said Corn Gang, and it was just something that sort of just came out, and now it's Corn Gang. Everybody's Corn Gang.
There you go. Embraced as one.
So if you want to become part of the Corn Gang, head over to that link that I said earlier. I'm not going to plug it again because this is a different thing.
It's all good. I just assume you're cross-plugging. As per jumbled sponsorship terms and agreements.
Yeah, the TOC, for sure. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, man. This has been, you know what, Johnny? It's been good to see you, bud.
You too.
I got into a little mode where I was like, I don't want to re-release another Jumbled Rewind. Like I did that the first week, and I was like, we'll just go on another little smaller hiatus until Johnny's stuff is sort of fixed, and so it's good to be back, man. It always feels good to get these podcast episodes pumped out because it's not just a podcast; it's a chat with my friend. Oh,
we need to do another triple cast with Joe soon.
We do. We absolutely need to do a triple cast.
Try and set that up soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I finally finagled him to play like 45 minutes of Minecraft with me like 2 days ago, and it was the hardest thing that I've done in a long time.
Why didn't you record that? That would have been an amazing episode.
Yeah. Well, no, it was... So... A lot of what you're doing in Minecraft doesn't really translate to a podcast. Right?
Yeah, but Joe talking shit the entire time and fucking with your stuff would have been...
Yeah. And here's another thing Joe's been doing, right? He thinks he's slick, right? He's given me $3.80 worth of tips on Twitch. And every time he does it, he signs it as something different. It's not from him. It's by like anonymous, or like there was one that was signed Didgeridoo, and then there was one that was called like, yeah, and it just said Ree. That was the entire comment, was just like R with like 40 E's after it, and then the other one was just the tip. He thinks he's slick too, because I was like, oh man, where are these tips coming from? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, I just got like 2 tips in a row. He's like, oh, weird. And I knew in my bones that it was him, right? But I couldn't get him until PayPal notification comes through on my phone.
Oh, busted,
from
Joe.
Joe Oxley.
Man, I can't believe
PayPal from Joe Oxley.
He hasn't even sponsored us.
Right, but he gave me $3.80, so
that's it.
I'm gonna take that and run with it. That's just as good as Powerball, right?
It's almost there, man. Just got to add a couple zeros.
So close.
A couple
so close.
zeros.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna call it, man.
All right, sounds
Johnny,
good.
it's been good. Been good talking to you. Been good seeing you, and hopefully this MacBook doesn't die on you in the next week, and we can continue. Why
would you say that, Zach?
Hey, just remember to update. You know, it said you had updates. Just push those updates,
I'm gonna update as soon as we get off.
All right. Guys, we appreciate you. If you want to find us on any and all social media, just search for @JumbledPodcast. Send any emails to jumbledpodcast@gmail.com or johnny.jumbled@gmail.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook, because everybody's got time for it because nobody's doing anything else nowadays. So go ahead and get some high fidelity audiobook action in your ear holes. Go ahead and do that. And head over to patreon.com/jumbled. Burp, sorry about that. Pay $500 and get Johnny and I into a dress. We'll be like one of those weird circus sideshow things where there's a two-headed, Siamese twin thing, and we're both in one dress.
Attached at the butt.
Yeah. Attached at the butt. And we'll really be attached at the butt too. We'll do some weird stuff. For $500, we'll do a double-ended. We'll do a double-ended dildo, man. Hey! It's $500, Johnny.
$500.
It's $500. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Oh boy.
I've done a lot worse for a lot less. That's all I'll say. And is it true or is it not true? You'll never know. Because you don't
find out next
know.
Week.
Yeah, exactly. Somehow me and Johnny are recording in the same room, but we can't look at each other the entire time. Somebody paid $500 on Patreon.
Mirrors.
Let's see here. Anything else? Oh, head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating and review. Helps out a lot. And that's going to do it. Thank you guys for stopping in this week and each and every week. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week for a brand new episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast about
living like a baller.
Oh man, I'm gonna live so lavishly.
Man, we didn't even touch on the fact that Snoop Dogg apparently has one dude that just rolls his joints for him.
Next week. That's a talking point for next week.
Doing some digging.
We'll see you guys next week.